I love the way the Galaxy go about their business. They're shrewd, they're smart, and they go about it the right way. Signing the Liverpool legend, Steven Gerrard, making his way over here. And they don't do it with a lot of, lights and action and pomp and ceremony. They do it quietly, they do it strategically, and they do it professionally. Talk about this move.
Well, and they do it very aggressively. I think one thing with MLS is with its salary cap and some of the other structures they have in place, it's really built for parity, and it's not built for those big, as you just mentioned, those sort of big, incredible deals that draw a lot of attention. And so, consequently, I think a lot of teams are very conservative, and they sit back and they wait for things to come to them. The Galaxy's never been like that, especially under Bruce Arena. You go back before Arena came, and it was David Beckham, and then they got and when Beckham's contract was about to run out, it was Robbie Keane, and now 4 months after Landon Donovan retires, they get Steven Gerrard. And Gerrard said that they were very aggressive when they started to go after him. And my understanding is the Galaxy made the decision that Gerrard was somebody that they would target just shortly after Landon Donovan retired. They came up with a short list of people they wanted to go after. They really liked Steven Gerrard, and they pushed for him. And remember, the transfer window didn't open until January 1st, and this deal is already done. So it's a guy they wanted. They targeted him. They went after him. And the Galaxy does find a way to get things done. And with this particular deal, here's the thing I think that's most interesting. Until Landon Donovan's decision in August, and remember, no one knew that was coming. It was a surprise to everybody. As far as the Galaxy knew at the time, in August, they had Landon Donovan as one of their 3 DPs. The other 2 spots were sewn up with Omar Gonzalez and Robbie Keane, so there was nowhere to move. And they had, in base salary alone, they had $8.5 million dedicated to Landon Donovan over the next 2 seasons. So they don't have a DP spot, they don't have any money. Landon Donovan retires. 4 months later, they've used that DP spot to sign Steven Gerrard. But when you look at Gerrard's contract, we're told it's $6 million for each season, but one season's prorated. He's going to miss half of the 2015 season, so he's only going to get $3 million. That's $9 million. The league is going to pay $750,000 in that. So if all those salary figures are correct, the Galaxy filled their designated player spot with Steven Gerrard. They took the money they had set aside for Landon Donovan, used that, and they wound up making $250,000 in the whole deal.
Kevin, what I love about this is Bruce Arena and Chris Klein know who they want. They don't steer away from it. They get their man, and you just love the way they go about their business. To me, I don't understand why other clubs in MLS don't go into this LA Galaxy organization and pick out some of the best young executives on that front office staff, some of their young coaches or assistant coaches from their academy, on, and bring them to their clubs. I mean, this is the ideal franchise, the ideal club. They've won trophies. You never hear players that have left there and retired say a negative word about the Galaxy. It's always positive. It's always been a great experience.
Well, I did a big profile of Bruce Arena right before the MLS Cup final, and what the people I talked to said is that everybody is very loyal to him. That he can be a very difficult guy to work for because he's very demanding, but he's fair, and he engenders a lot of loyalty. And that's why you see the coaches that he has. One of them is his son, but you look at Dave Sarich, and he should be a head coach somewhere in this league. He's not. He remains Bruce Arena's assistant, as he was with the national team. He just gets quality people. Chris Klein, the team president, should be a general manager somewhere else, but he prefers to work under Bruce instead of being the big guy, with his own team. So Bruce Arena engenders a lot of loyalty. People want to win. That's the other thing too. Yes, everybody wants to be a GM or a coach somewhere, but if you're finishing last and looking over your shoulder worried about your job, it might be better just to hang around the Galaxy and follow Bruce Arena and win a few more rings and then go off on your own. And I think that's where a lot of these guys are.